Hi everyone, I'm Citi and I'll be your host for today's Tauke Talks session. Welcome back to another Tauke Talks. Tauke Talks is actually a series of sharing sessions where every week we invite one local Tauke that actually created their own business in Malaysia to come and share a little bit more about what the motivation behind why they started their business and also their journey as an entrepreneur. Right, so this whole entire Tauke Talk session is brought to you by RYSE. So RYSE is a Malaysian research and social outreach project that empowers youth through entrepreneurship. And RYSE is actually supported by Citi Foundation. So hopefully through this entire session and this entire series of Tauke Talks, you get to learn a bit more about the world of entrepreneurship and see a little bit clearer how entrepreneurship is not only for big companies or big corporations with high technology, but it also includes small businesses such as Soon Heng. All right, so without further ado, I would like to welcome and also introduce to everyone the Tauke for today, Larry, the co-founder of Soon Heng. Hi, Larry.
Hello, Cindy.
Hi, thank you so much for being here today. So to kick things off, maybe Larry, can you share a little bit more about Soon Heng? What do you guys do? Where can people find out more about you? What do you guys have to offer? Yeah, take it away.
Yeah, so Soon Heng is actually a private underground social club to let our customers and members have some very chillax time during the weekend. So after their long week of work. And then when they come to Soon Heng, they can have like good food and spend some slow time with their close contacts. And then it will be the best interpretation about like the very left, you see the neon sign of Soon Heng. So it means 人生几何 in Chinese. So it's like life is short and then you enjoy it the best. So yeah, and Soon Heng, people always say that we are a black shop. So it's like a gangster shop or like a drug house, you know. So it's like fun things will happen here in Soon Heng. Yeah.
Okay. And then the next picture, can you share a bit about that, Larry?
Okay, so can we go to the first picture? Sorry.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay. So yeah, Jack and I, you see in the center picture, we are actually brothers. So we have this dream to start off like have a cafe in our mind when we are in like secondary school. So eventually we start off this Soon Heng 2 years back. So Soon Heng is a more towards like dine-in. And then the next picture is about next slide. Yeah, this is our new venture. So it's Soon Heng Premium. So we tend to like promote good stuff on Soon Heng Premium, where you can have our handpicked premium products or those ingredients or like gift that you can get. So we tend to do this online premium store on Soon Heng Premium.
Hey, thank you so much for sharing about that. For you guys, for your information, everyone, before the pandemic happened, Soon Heng actually offered a reservation dine-in for their customers. So if they're actually selling a package experience in terms of having a different way of dining in, right? So if you guys are interested and want to find out more about Soon Heng, and currently, correct me if I'm wrong, Larry, you guys are all open for takeaway or delivery, right?
Yep.
Now, so if you're interested to find out more, you can just go and find out more via the Instagram or their Facebook. Yeah, thank you so much, Larry, for sharing a bit more about Soon Heng. Now we'll move on more towards your journey as an entrepreneur, you know, how you started this whole business. Could you share a little bit, because you share a bit about how you started this with your brother Jack, because you had a dream in high school. But before that, what actually inspired you to take that first step? Right? Because can you share a bit about your background? What did you study culinary? How did you end up opening the store in the end? Yeah.
So actually, Soon Heng won't be established if I don't have a very good in cooking brother Jack. So yeah, he's the backbone of all the dishes that you have in Soon Heng. So since we were small kid, we know that hey, he's good in cooking and I like to draw, or even like I'm good in design. So both of us background is like, one is culinary and me as a designer, and then tattooist as well. So we said it is a good collaboration that we can provide something for the uh, for the people. Yeah. So few years back, we came to KL for study, and then we found out that hey, we are from Penang, so we found that hey, actually the pace here is fast, and then like Penang Lang, we are very slow, chillax, and having good time for coffee in the evening. So we said, why not we bring this vibe to KL, and then just for people like coming in during weekends. So then we look through inspiration, like how we should do this with minimum resource but maximum effort.
Yeah.
So then, as a movie buff, for both of us, we get inspired by the movie Fight Club. Fight Club.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the spirit is there. Like you don't talk about Fight Club.
The first rule: don't talk about Fight Club.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how we grab this spirit along. And then, like back in the 1920s in America, so the prohibition era, where the gangsters run all those underground bars to sell alcohol, and then you only get like very secretive or private code to enter their premise.
Right.
So I would say, why not we improvise that and then implement into the Soon Heng brand. So yeah, that's how we started. And then at the time, we also see that actually KL have private dining, but they don't have like another way of speak easy, I would say. Yeah. Because you have all those bars only, but you don't have like a restaurant or even like a place for eating, chilling. So why not we try? Yeah.
So walk us through the process. So you went from being a designer, a graphic designer, and your brother being a culinary artist, and it just came together, and you guys started to think like, okay, maybe let's make this dream come true finally.
Yes.
All right. So the process is like, okay, let's say I want to dine in, right? So I book a session, and then only close to the date, I'll find out the location, is it?
So usually the process is quite mafan.
Okay.
It's very complicated. Like if for myself, I won't book Soon Heng because it's quite troublesome. So people, what they usually do, because we have limited seats and tables, so they will maybe book in advance for like a month or more. So when they come in, they text in on Instagram. Mainly we will reply on Instagram. So they will need to let us know like which date they want, how many packs, and then and the time, the session. So previously, before MCO, we have 2 sessions. So that's all they will know. And then after a month, maybe near your booking date, so 3 days before, we will do a pre-order from you. So even what you are having, you also will know only like in a month ahead, like because we change our menu each month. So then you provide us your menu, because we don't want to waste extra food. So only then we will disclose our house rules and details for you. Yeah.
How did you guys think of such a complicated or like very interesting concept that attract people?
Actually, we before we started Soon Heng, we already have this concept of speakeasy plus Fight Club, but we we just think like how to actually let the process move up, and then how to let like people find us, and then even we can do it in a very I would say cost-effective way. So then we design this process. We discuss and we go through the process again and again, like how people can get to Soon Heng. So we rehearse, and then even we change our house rules many times, and even like how how people won't search us, you won't get our address online. Yeah, so that's our long journey before we have Soon Heng like out there, you know.
Okay, so it was a lot of research and development in terms of the pathway to get to Soon Heng lah.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Thank you so much for telling us that story. So in terms of like, because your business is a bit more special, right? And a lot of people, maybe if they're not from KL, they will not understand the whole concept of speak easy, or maybe it's still very new to our fast-paced KL environment or Klang environment. Could you share a bit about the like, because every business they start off with challenges, right? But maybe for you, it could be a bit more challenging because you're a very new concept. Can you share a bit more about your challenges that you faced when you first started Soon Heng?
When we first started Soon Heng, actually, we have one of the challenges is like our budgeting challenges. So, and then the second one, because the concept is new, so because you have like Speak Easy bar, but you don't have Speak Easy restaurant, because like F&B establishment, they always have like open doors and walk-ins. So we always worry that, if one day when we started our business, but no customers coming in, then that will be very worrying. So, but I think every business person, when they start, they already believe that their idea will succeed. So Jack and I, before the long journey of we really starting Soon Heng, we believe that this concept will work. We believe. So even when things get like desperate, like you like don't know customers whether they will come, or when we are opening our doors already, like the first few months, we will count like weeks by weeks. Next week table is not full, or how. So we will have this kind of challenges.
Any tips on how to, if any young entrepreneur is watching, any tips on how to overcome the challenges you went through, or anything that you did to kind of overcome it?
I would say that you do the best that you can, and then you let the process brings you result. So I think with the process itself, we got lucky, because like after 3 months, nearly 3 months, like there's one night our Instagram start to like boom. So we will see like the followers, they are like coming in every second, and then after the booming, only we know that, oh, there's one article listed Soon Heng as one of the unforgettable dining experience, KL foodie. And then start from there, our booking is fully booked, and then there are more and more interviews and write-ups coming in. So always believe in yourself, believe in what you are doing, and do the best. And then the result will be there.
Okay. So it was more of like an organic growth for you guys. Technically, you guys went viral overnight, right? Can say that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think what you say is true, right? If you really believe in what you do and you you really believe in your business, it would really grow if you put that work into it.
Mm.
Thank you so much for telling us that. Next, we'll go into more about the challenges, again, a little bit more deeper towards the pandemic, right? Because in the pandemic, I believe you had to close down Soon Heng and then you had to change your business a little bit more. Could you share a bit with the uncertainty that the pandemic has brought to you? What are the challenges that you faced when the pandemic started, and how are you planning to help maintain or grow your business in the future?
So when pandemic hits, there's MCO, and then restaurants are not allowed for dining. So from there, we start to mainly focus on the delivery service. And then we foresee that this whole situation might even last for a longer time. So we started off with Soon Heng Premium as well. So that will be a long-term online premium store for in the future. There will be more products or even daily use items. So they can benefit each other, like Soon Heng and Soon Heng Premium.
Okay. So in terms of challenges, you just had to adapt to making it delivery lah.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you and Jack afraid that people might like, oh, since there's no more speakeasy experience, were you afraid that you will lose customer because of this whole change?
Actually, we can conclude that like for F&B, there are like two mainly aspect. So one is the food itself, and one is the experience. So when you dine in, you get two. Like people like to experience and eat. But then when you're doing delivery, you only have the food. So maybe that will affect on the sales part. I think it applies to all the F&B industry as well. The ventures out there.
But you guys kind of keep the exclusiveness to changing your menu every single month, right? I've been seeing.
But delivery we also change, but not so frequent.
Okay, understand. Right. It must be hard for you guys to keep changing or like keep thinking of new menus, right? Maybe you can share a bit about the process that maybe Jack goes through in terms of trying to think of new recipes. Who is he inspired by maybe, or how you guys are inspired to create new menus, new design, things like that?
Jack always, he has the inspiration by things around, or even like places we have traveled. So like Vietnamese pork bossum, or even like how to play with Thai, because we love Thai food as well. So like Thai food, fried chicken wings, that is our popular dish. So he always take inspiration from his background, like French cooking, plus like the ASEAN flavors to make it very local. And then for the design part, I would say we always have the remembrance of like how we're gonna represent Soon Heng, this brand, because people say that we are gangster brand. Like they see Soon Heng, so gangster brand. So okay, then we go that side, because we kind of that pattern also, you know.
Yeah.
So even like how we talk, how we interact with our members, and then we also want to bring out like Chinese culture, and then our local Penang culture, like how West cross the East, Oriental. So yeah, we blend it together, and then we showcase to our audience.
So you guys are like not sorry for being special and being different.
Oh, I think actually, like right now, the 21st century, we can see the trend like if you are being special, you can get the chance higher to stand out from the crowd.
Right. Business wise, or in terms of in general?
In general.
Okay. So that is the main point that you and Jack took to in terms of growing Soon Heng lah.
Mm.
Right. Thank you so much for that. I think we should move on for the depressing part of being talking about challenges. I think I can move on towards things that are more brighter, and in terms of the more like inspiration part of your journey as an entrepreneur, right? So as a business owner, right, what would you say? Because you started in 2019, right?
Yes.
What would you say is your business proudest achievement to date? Like, what made you the proudest in terms of starting Soon Heng?
We have been invited for like a few projects, and one of it is like a tiffin event. So we get to partner with established local brands like Sitka, Wizard, Tribeca, and Mr. Chill. Those big names, and we are like small potato there.
Yeah.
But we are proud to be there together with them. Yeah, and we host the main kitchen as well for that time. So and those article write-ups that give Soon Heng a good reputation. Yeah. And then I think the most important is like people really enjoy the food and time here. That's the intention and the mission for us.
So you hopefully through Soon Heng you really make like a social club. Like people will come in and people will know each other and people will be not more than a customer.
Yeah, like we have one time that memorable night where all the customers here, they came for celebration. So I think there's seven tables, all of them like 20 something. So they sing birthday song together, like to each table, and then sharing the cakes and all. So yeah, that's the good part of it. That's the spirit of social club.
Right. See, hearing you talk about it, hearing you smile about it, it shows that you really, really appreciate the work that you do and your passion now for Soon Heng, which really show. And thank you so much for sharing about your proudest achievement. In terms of inspiration, I'm pretty sure everybody would like to know who actually inspired you. Can you think on top of your head like one entrepreneur that you admire and how have they inspired you?
I would say Sir Richard Branson, from the founder of Virgin Group. So he's actually a very good storyteller, I would say. So like how he started when he was age 6 until today, like 400 companies under Virgin brand. So he always emphasized on like how to have good relationship with the people, especially your workers, and then customers, and then your staff, and then and the shareholder. And then he always talked about like how you bring joy to the work you do.
Right. So you try
He's
to
always
reflect
about
that.
that.
So you try to reflect that in terms of running Soon Heng lah.
Yeah. So Jack and I enjoy a lot during Soon Heng, and even like how we talk to people, how we interact, and seeing their feedback, that makes us very happy.
So in terms of Soon Heng, is only you and Jack running the whole thing, or do you have staff?
We have two helpers during our dining service, and then but mostly we run like two of us lah.
Oh, that's really impressive for you to like build this whole thing, just the two of you. Thank you so much for sharing about the entrepreneur you admire the most. So I'll move on to my last and final question for me, and then after that we'll go on to the Q&A where I think a lot of people have submitted questions. A lot of people are interested in your business. I've seen a lot of questions. But my last question for you, right? Being young yourself, do you think young people should start their business and why?
Yes, of course. I think everyone has their talent, and then starting a business, you can like showcase what you can provide for the society, or even like bring solutions to the problem you face or you see. So Malaysia needs more established and like brands, young brands, so that the country will like flourish.
All right. Any tips for those young entrepreneurs that want to, enter maybe the F&B industry?
I would say first thing first. It's always about the food. It's always about the food. If your environment is so nice, so beautiful, but the food is cannot telan, like then no point you start F&B, because people can go for like street food, like 12 ringgit, 10 ringgit, you have like good bowl of noodle, but you spend a lot when you go to the established brands like F&Bs. So no point. So you need regular customers to keep coming back to you. So then first thing first, the food, and then only the service, and then the price. These three is the most important in F&B from our observation.
Okay. I think in terms of, because I know a lot of people have asked this question before, how do you actually start pricing your product as an F&B owner? Right? Because different people, they have different pricing. Everybody's like, I don't know how much I should charge this bowl of noodle, let's say. How do Soon Heng personally, if you're comfortable enough to share, how do you guys usually price your product, or what's your benchmark in terms of like, okay, how much should I charge this and this?
Because we are providing a very private session, only limited sittings by reservation only. So eventually people willing to pay for the value we provide for the food that we have. So usually we have, I would say, a more exclusive price lah, but it's a very good and reasonable and even like cheap lah, because our what you stick you dine in at Soon Heng is like 100, but when you go to the our Angus steak is only, our what you stick is 100. You go to Jaya Grocer it's also 100 already, like just a one raw meat. So actually we provide good value for people. And then in terms of pricing, I would say depend on the boss himself.
Okay.
Yeah. So normally you range maybe 30 and above lah, because you need to cover other stuff, So you need to have that profit to let you stay afloat.
Right. So I think I hear a keyword from your sharing, which is like the value, right? The value you put into your product in order to sell the product, right? Yes. So I think that's a good tip for young entrepreneurs out there who want to start their own business, right? So thank you so much, Larry, for answering my questions, the questions I just asked earlier. Now we'll move on to the audience question, right? So because they have a lot of questions, so let's answer them. So I think one thing here is one audience asked, "Hi Larry, love Soon Heng. Wondering why Soon Heng is called Soon Heng."
Oh, it's a good, interesting story. So we are from Penang, so we love antiques since we were small kids. So one day we went to a Malay antique owner house. So he's so rich, and then he has a bungalow that he keep all his collection. So when Jack and I passed through one of the room, and then we saw this Soon Heng signboard where you can see in our Instagram. So he said, "Hey, this is a very good sign," because in Hokkien, Soon Heng means like very smooth and then prosperous. We are Penang lang Hokkien, speak Hokkien. So then we tell the Malay boss, "Hey, this Soon Heng is this meaning." So the boss, Mr. Kamaru, Jack Kamaru, so he said, "Wow, many people ask me to sell them this piece, but then I see you guys like the meaning well. So you must be have some 缘分, like link,
fate. Yeah.
the fate to this name. So he said, okay, I'll sell you this. And
Mm.
then we bring back the antique signboard already. So we try to decorate it like all like find the best place for the football. And then at that time we also think like, what name should we put? So we see like new establishment, they have like cool names, like very ang moh kind of names. So, why not we try an antique name, the old Chinese name, Soon Heng, good man. And then we search Instagram. No one use Soon Heng. So we said, okay lah, this name lah, Soon Heng. So yeah, that's how we have the name. And then you can see from the logo behind me, so the words are actually from the writing of the old Penang guy. So he's the one who wrote, but he died already. And then the board itself is from old kopitiam, Chinese kopitiam.
And so it went from you looking for a display piece to being the name of your business in the end.
Yeah.
So it really is fate, right? For you guys, it really is fate that you guys stumbled upon this.
Yeah. It's like it's like really like Hokkien is in Miali, like it's there for us.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for those who asked this question. I think the next question is more towards your business model. Someone said Soon Heng has such a unique business model. What is your main mode of marketing? Someone is interested.
Main mode of marketing. I think to us actually be real, be yourself, be authentic. So you actually no need to like copy others. You just bring yourself up. People like to see like those YouTubers, those YouTubers or the influencers. You can see you want their character. So we put in our character into this Soon Heng brand, and then we speak in a like friendly tone, with our people, like our customers come in, eventually we'll become friends. So this is the fundamental of our marketing. So people come and go, they spread the words by mouth.
So your marketing strategy is be who you are, be authentic to your brand, and then your main marketers are the people that come to your shop. So your customers are your best marketer.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's a good tip actually. Great. All right, so the next question here someone asked is, okay, this is a bit personal for you. Hey Larry, what's your favorite item on the menu?
Oh, favorite item on the menu? Yeah, our menu always change.
You have to choose one favorite dish that Jack cooks. What would it be?
On the menu, I would say I enjoy, because I'm the person who don't like pumpkin. Okay. So Jack, there's one time he has the menu of like pumpkin soup. That's the dish where I enjoy a lot. Yeah.
Right. Okay, great. I think if those who are interested to try out Soon Heng, if you see the pumpkin soup pop up in the menu, make sure you book the pumpkin soup and you can taste what Larry tastes like. Right? Okay, so the next question is, has Soon Heng managed to attract different audience through your different menus? Question mark. Or do you see more of a cult following?
I would say mostly our we have one very special customer that he's actually Malay, but he came to us, and then he enjoyed our food a lot. So from him, I can see that the real spirit of Malaysia, like how Muhibah, the whole thing, like how with his open-minded, his tolerance. We built very good fundamental of like friendship, and then like even he will enjoy the Yisang, like during Chinese New Year. So and our menu is actually more more working adults coming to Soon Heng. So I would say people will enjoy our food. Even like expat, like foreigners, they will come to Soon Heng as well. Then they will say, "Oh, this is." Those Angmos, they will say, "This is the best steak I ever had." And I'm like, wow. Yeah. Then that's the happiest part lah.
Right. So it's not really the menu that changes the crowd lah. It's more of like people interested in your business and it just show up and then get changed by the experience and they come back again.
Yes, because they don't even know the menu in advance. They have to book. Usually they will have to book in advance, like a month or like the longest half year. So they don't have a clue like what they are going to have.
So they're going in blindfolded with faith that Soon Heng will serve them something delicious.
Yeah. Everything is about fate lah.
Okay. Right. Thank you so much for sharing. And I think this question, I think two people asked this question. So they're asking about the future of Soon Heng or what's next for Soon Heng.
Actually, we are planning an expansion of Soon Heng. So we will call it Soon Heng 2.0. So if you have come to Soon Heng before, like this is Soon Heng 1.0, what you see, what you feel, what you experience. And then to us, Jack and I, it's only 50% or 60% of our imagination. So we would foresee that the Soon Heng 2.0 in the future, it would be one of the craziest place maybe in the country. So like for F&B dining. So we tend to bring the vibes, the hypes, the experience into a higher level that you maybe not even seen, like found in Malaysia before. So that's our expectation for ourselves, and then we hope that the day will come soon.
Right. I think it will come soon. I really hope it does, so that more people can experience Soon Heng and experience the dine-in experience that's a bit different. So I think that marks the end of the Q&A. Thank you so much, Larry, for explaining about Soon Heng, taking your time to teach us a bit more about the business and how did you come about to creating Soon Heng. So everyone, if you're interested to find out more about Soon Heng, you want to be the first to dine in once they open, please do follow find out more about them via their Facebook or Instagram. They're very active on social media. All right, so thank you so much, Larry, for sharing. I think from this whole experience, you really showed the audience and myself as well how being different is not a bad thing. Being different in terms of a business is actually a good thing, and your passion towards the food and also your business really shine through today, and thank you so much for sharing. So everyone, that is Larry from Soon Heng, one of the co-founders of Soon Heng, shared his experience at Tauke Talks, brought to you by RYSE and supported by Citi Foundation. All right, so once again, if you're interested to find out more about Soon Heng, please go and check them out via their Facebook or their Instagram. Yep, and if you enjoyed today's session and would like to join another session of Tauke Talks, next up we have Botany Ventures. So Botany Ventures actually started off by a bunch of high school mates, right? So they're high school mates, and then they had a dream to create a business in high school, and they've made it come true now. So if you want to find out more about Botany Ventures, and here is who is the co-founder of Botany Ventures story next upcoming on the 27th of October, please do register via the bit.ly that is shown on the screen. And if you guys are interested in arts and you like to draw, please do check out the Spirit of Malaysian Taukes postcard competition. So this is inspired by Tauke Talks. So if you're inspired by Larry's session today and you'd like to draw a small postcard about Soon Heng, please do check out this competition and submit your postcard in. So if you're youth age 16 to 28 years old, you can join this competition and draw a postcard and write a short message to Larry if you're interested. All right. So to find out more information, please go and check out the bit.ly that is stated on the screen, which is bit.ly/TSOMT 2021. So the next upcoming program that we're currently having is RYSE with Us. So RYSE with Us is a series of workshops and webinars we are actually we've already closed our registration for the first 7. So there's only 3 more workshop and webinars that's left for registration. So if you're interested and you want to go and grab a seat for these free workshops, please do go and check it out via our bit.ly at bit.ly/RYSE with Us. All right. And if you want to keep up to date with what RYSE is doing or what Tauke Talks has been promoting, please go find out more via our Facebook, Instagram. And if you want to watch Larry's session once again, please go and check it out at RYSE Program YouTube channel. All right. Thank you so much, Larry, for being here today. Thank you for sharing your journey.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, RYSE, for the invitation. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Kajane.
Yeah,
thank you,
so
guys.
much. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight, and have a good night and week ahead. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.